Are you unknowingly making mistakes that push your adult child further away? Many moms desperately want to repair the relationship, but you don't realize that the actions that you might be doing might be working against you. So in today's episode, I want to reveal the most crucial mistakes that I see estranged mothers make and ones that I personally made myself and what to do instead. So I have 4 points I want to go over with you today to help you out with this topic. The first one is over-texting or over-calling. This is the million-dollar question I get from all my clients. When is the right time to reach out? When is the right time to text? When is the right time to call or write a letter? All of these things. And what I think that we forget, so some of you have been told by your adult son or daughter, hey, mom, I don't want to have a relationship with you right now. Some of you have been given a time frame. Mom, let's reevaluate this relationship in 6 months. And if that sounds crazy to you, I promise you this is happening. I hear this all the time. They're giving you a time frame. Okay. And some of you, it is just an unknown. You're not getting anything. You want to reach out, but you're not sure. Well, a couple of things to think about with that is overreach. Because what usually happens is, especially in the beginning, moms will often overreach in an attempt to stay connected because they're afraid that if they don't stay connected completely, too much time could go by, or, they're going to miss out on something, or they're going to think that you don't care. But too much contact can feel suffocating, especially to a adult child who has asked you to take a step back, or maybe they've walked away and it's been silence. That speaks volumes too, right? So sending multiple messages without a response, that is going to increase pressure and distance. This is where we have to take a step back. And this is the hardest thing for moms to do. But what if you were to send one thoughtful message, letting them know that you are still here, you love them, you're ready when they are? And for some of you, I know a lot of moms have been really honest with their kids, depending on the situation, the family. I'm working on myself too. I'm getting therapy. I have a coach, whatever it is. And so that can be super helpful and encouraging to your child as well. But even just saying, I'm thinking of you and would love to talk when you're ready, can be really simple. It doesn't have to be anything long. In fact, I would recommend it not be. So keep that in mind, over texting, over communication. Number 2 is practicing self-reflection. Nobody wants to do this, but this is what we all need to do, every single one of us. By not acknowledging your own role in the estrangement, what is that going to do? Now, on the flip side, what I don't want you to do is this analysis paralysis where you are in the rearview mirror constantly and you're looking backwards and you're blaming yourself and you're overrun with guilt and all of these things. That isn't going to serve you either. But we do need to acknowledge our part in things because a relationship, remember, is 2 people. Your children need to self-reflect. Are they? I don't know. I hope so. Some of that comes with maturity. So depending on the age and what they've got going on can determine a lot of that. Some moms believe they did absolutely nothing wrong and they're putting all the blame on the child. I don't work with moms who believe that. And the reason I don't is because I can't help them. If you think you've done absolutely nothing wrong and it's 100% their problem, then I'm not the person that could help you. Because a lack of self-awareness will prevent the healing and reconciliation. And my goal is to get you healed personally, that self-reflection, the self-forgiveness, all of those things, and love you through this process and pray for you and pray for your kids. And eventually, God is going to restore your family. But if you have this poise of attitude where you did absolutely nothing wrong, you have nothing to work on, then I definitely am not your person. When we think about past interactions, when we do that, when we reflect on those things without guilt, you could just ask yourself, did I contribute to the conflict? That just adjusting communication can open the door for future connection. And a lot of my moms are learning this and they're doing fantastic. And we're seeing touch points with their kids. Some of it has to do with reaching out. Some of it doesn't. Some of it's been silence, and it's hard. Won't pretend it's not hard, for sure. But for those of you moms that are ready to take the courageous next step in taking care of yourself, doing some self-reflection, ouch, right? Nobody wants to do it. But honestly, I promise you're going to grow through it. So if you're looking for a lifeline and you're committed to finding peace and support, then I want to explore how I can help you. So you can book a discovery call with me. It's an opportunity to focus on your needs, this journey that you're on, and see if we're the right fit for coaching together. It is not a coaching call. It's a consultation, and spots are very limited. So please only sign up if you're serious about prioritizing your well-being. So if that is you, you can see the link to that schedule in the show notes. Number 3 is attempting to control the outcome. We all want to control the outcome. We have to let go of these expectations, which is really hard sometimes. But when we do, we can breathe. We can breathe and we start having peace. Many moms, or dare I say all moms, want immediate reconciliation on their terms, but that can feel very much like pressure to your son or daughter. So if you're demanding an apology or forcing a relationship, that can push them further away. So we can't control the outcome. All you can control is you. And trust me, I'm speaking to myself here. I had to do the same work, and it is a lot of work. But I promise you, your life is going to be better on the other side of this. And I believe that the relationship with your child is going to be better on the other side of this. And so keep that in mind. Nothing good comes overnight, right? We want this relationship that you have with each of your kids. We want this to be stronger than when all this happened. So number 4 is ignoring your own emotional needs. Self-care is not selfish, right? When you're pouring all of your energy into the estrangement, leading to exhaustion, grief, guilt, and it's affecting your world, you have to prioritize your self-care. I always tell my moms, you have 2 roles right now. You have to take care of yourself, your emotional needs, your physical needs, right? And you need to pray for your kids. Those 2 things. Those are the only 2 things that you have control over in this whole journey. And so then it's up to you if you want to choose to have someone walk alongside you. So whether you're journaling or you're doing some other activities that nurture your own well-being, and it's different for everybody, whatever you like to do, but set aside some time each week for personal growth, because that is where you're going to see a lot of change in yourself over time. And so I just want to encourage you that understanding that these mistakes that we made isn't about blaming yourself. It's about learning. It's about growing and giving your relationship the best chance of healing in the future. So if you've had some boundaries imposed on you, respect them. Continue to do your self-reflection. Release the control. Surrender your children. And prioritize yourself. That can help shift the dynamic. Those things right there. So remember, if you are ready for support, I invite you to check out that discovery call that I shared. And for those of you that are looking for a in-person opportunity to be with other moms and myself, I have an in-person retreat. There's going to be more information below in the show notes for that as well. The end of April, 26, 27. I look forward to, we have a Q&A sheet. We can send you all this information. You can just contact us at the team email below, and we can send you all the information if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it for moms. Last year was my first year doing this, and we had an amazing time together. A lot of healing, a lot of joy, a lot of friendships made. And so I want to encourage you to check that out. So I hope that helps you today. I will see you in the next episode. God bless.